Yo, yo, yo. Hope everyone is safe and well. Russ from My Hammer's done it wrong way. It's Russ from My Hammer's Devon. Hope you're safe and well. If you're new channel, please subscribing. Ah, you're right. You know that. Let me change my logo. I haven't changed my logo yet. Jeez, what's going on, Budden? As always, I love you, channel sponsors. Untuck it. Check out the description below. Oh, well. Oh, well. No, well. Not much happened yesterday, did it? Don't think so. Don't think so. Don't think so. Why? But being West Ham fans, we're used to this, aren't we? We're used to this. That's why I think we've got that sort of innate inevitability about when things are so good. You just know it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen anyway. We got Scott this afternoon. Oh, unfortunately, wasn't to be last night. However, I had in the work. Every cloud. Yeah, Italy in the sweepstake. Congratulations. Roll on the proper football now. The return of West Ham. Roll on the Betway Cup. That's what I say. Roll on the Betway Cup. On to victory. Anyway, yes. I was very proud of Declan Rice last night. So was my wife. My wife was proud of all of them. They're all young lads. That was her expression to everyone. I'm like, they're on £100,000 a week. They should be able to hit the target. They're all young lads. I'll have a go for £100,000, having to go with those £100,000 a week to go get those penalties. But yeah, just what it meant to be. As I said on the live stream, all 3.5 hours of it. I'm not gonna do that again. I tell you, they just bossed it, didn't they? Italians just know how to win. They managed the whole game, didn't they? They knew what they were doing all the game. Nothing you can do about it. So fair play, and. As I said, football has come home. We've got a team now which is probably the most likeable England team I can think of for a long time, probably since '96, to be honest. And yeah, roll on Qatar. We've waited 55 years. What's another 18 months between friends? That's my take on it. Simon, good afternoon to you. I'm back. Simon's back. How did the wedding? Excellent wedding. Shame about the football. However, now we move on to prep for the World Cup. It's coming home, and I've also been gifted an open ticket for Saturday. How awesome! What's on Saturday? I'm a bit behind. What's on Saturday? Tell me what's on Saturday. But well done. An open ticket. Oh, is that the golf? Am I being stupid? Please tell me. England, Kent, played well for half of them. Let the Italians dictate and get back. Look tired. I think it's edge the game, and penalties is just lottery. It is just lottery, and you're totally right, Ken. I think to be perfectly honest, I'd say for 20 minutes of that game we were on top. The rest of the Italians just knew what to do. They knew what to do to win, and then it wasn't going. And as it was going to longer and longer, they were playing for the penalties. They've got another thing. Donnarumma is a huge goalkeeper, and well, fair play to Slabhead, I tell you. When he stepped up, I was talking because Mrs. Budden joined in. If you want to giggle, you can just hear Mrs. Budden in the background all the time, just like basically when Jack Grealish comes on. She's got his thing for Jack Grealish apparently now. She had about 4 or 5 beers. She was absolutely, so it was really funny. And I was like, oh, why is Slabhead going to do a penalty? But you know what? Best penalty we had. Tell you what, if they picked Mark Noble, he would have scored. He would have scored that penalty, that's for sure. Steve, hope you're well, my friend. Oh, well, wasn't to be, but at least you know that attempted duplicate is not a red card. Exactly. Mental. Lunch today, cheese salad. Hey, the bakery. Not Sean Crisps or anything else. I'm extremely tired and so busy with work. Do you know, fair play to Flo's school, Towers. They let all the kids go in about 10 o'clock today so they could all watch the game, which was great. So Flo watched the game. Well, she didn't watch it. She was on TikTok and Roblox or whatever it's called. But, it was nice, wasn't it? Fair play. As I said, it might happen for another 55 years. Hopefully not. Dave M, such a shame. My first reaction, all credit to Creda for taking the kick, but also why the seniors not. Do you know what? That's the thing that wound me up. There's some senior players on there. I'm thinking, you think Saka, you think, Maguire, fair play, he stepped up. But then, to be honest, the senior players, you can, well, who else? Sterling? Was Sterling still on the pitch? Why didn't he take one? Do you know what I mean? You're thinking that, but then Mason Mount was I can't remember. I can't even remember who was on the pitch, to be honest, to be fair. Can't remember. I like the fact when they put Marcus Rashford at right back. So brilliant. That's fantastic. Wally, good afternoon, sir. Hope you're well. Proud of Deck. I know that's what we're proud of. Best player on the pitch for that until he came off. The game changed, I think, when we took him off. You're right. We do need 3 hammers in the team, and it doesn't work. Although we had 1 hammer in the team, and when we had loose connection, because obviously we had Fat Frank and Rio in the commentary, in the sort of analysis for BBC. I had to go BBC. Couldn't get YTV. I had to go BBC. No ads, but they still managed to put a few trailers in. Very annoying. You look tired in the end, Russ. Oh, it was a long day, wasn't it? A long day. It's a long day. I've never done a live stream, a 3.5 hour live stream. Do you know, fair play to Charlie, man. You know, and Gons and the West and the Hammers United. But they always, I mean, at least the Hammers United guys and stuff have like 2 or 3 people to bounce off. It's like Charlie on his own. It's on it. You found respect for the man. Your opinion on 2 potential red card? Well, it's what it is now, isn't it? Job's done. That's what we got VAR. You thought they would have called one back, but hey ho, clutching at straws, aren't we? A little bit, but it is what it is. How's it been going? Disgusting behaviour from some of the fans at Wembley and online. I totally agree. Let ourselves down. We don't deserve to have the football back. You know, although football has come home, the outcry afterwards, we don't deserve it. Yes, as a professional, you say just fucking twat the ball. Don't try and be clever. Just hit it hard. You know, that's the key. Hard and high, because the goalkeepers don't go hard and high. And so, but everything else that's come after it is ridiculous. Particularly, I mean, you know, they are still young lads. I know they want a lot of money, but they are still young lads, and you know, Saka and stuff. And it's not on, I think, at all. And they let themselves down, but they always do. Don't we? We always do. Why did you pick the takers, not to give it to the lads who wanted them? But they obviously, I mean, you know, they're not going to have like not spoken about this, you know, in the lead up. So clearly the idea was those are the 5 who were going to take it. Although I would have fancied Deck would have taken one who was still on, wouldn't you? I'm not too disappointed. We got further in the Euros than most expected. Rice played his best game yet for England with his surging runs. He was doing more Declan Rice stuff, wasn't it? More Declan Rice stuff, which was great to see. Wow, I must admit, I'm glad it's over. My heart rate, 135 on the average of the last month. Indeed. Mamma mia, here we go again. Exactly. Here we go again. Right, what we got here? Oh, God, loads of comments. We were supposed to be practicing pens. They practiced some stupid... Does wind me up about modern football. They just don't just hit it. You're right. They were the masters, and you knew as soon as it was going to go to extra time that Italy were probably going to pay for penalties because they knew they had the advantage. And it's just like, you know, the mind games and stuff. They know what they're doing. They collect their culture, guys. These guys won the World Cup, you know, and they've won. You know, they did the same thing with Spain. It was. That was always my concern with Italy, because they know how to win. Yes, we can win, but we've got youthful enthusiasm rather than nouts, and you need nouts to win. Same thing happened when we played Croatia in the World Cup in 2018. We were going a bit like headless chickens, and we didn't have experience. I mean, we've got experience, but experience at club level rather than international level, to be honest. Would have been the squad over Rashford. Yep, would have scored a penalty. Luke, hope you're well. After the unfortunately results, Italy just seemed to be more experienced by the end to see it out in the game. Yeah, and when he gets a pen, it's lottery, in it, absolute lottery. Basic beans and toast for me today on Brown. Beans and toast type of day today, by the sounds of it. How Italy had 11, I don't know. Yeah, I know. On the other hand, how do you miss 3 penalties in a row in any circuit? That's what I mean. From 12 yards, I think Paul Merson said something on Peter Crouch's show. You know, he said to you, if I laid a plank out on the floor here and made you walk on it, you could walk on it. And if I had put that plank 50 feet up in the air and get you to do the same thing, it's a lot harder. And that's the same as taking penalties. Day in, day out, I could smack a ball in from 12 yards, but as soon as the pressure and the walk, you know, it's a different, and it's a different, you know, there's no way you can, the only thing is, you know, you can say that those boys now, the Sakas and Sanchos and Rashfords and people like that have got that experience now. They've got that experience that, you know, and so look, we're clutching, but it's called the penalty. Some people wanted to take it, but managed to call. Yeah, he took it, innit? I bet. No, I totally agree. I think Dex would have taken one, that's for sure. Changed slightly before he got taken off, but he got worse once he was off. I mean, Henderson, to be honest, didn't do anything. You know, Kane did have a shot on target. but you wouldn't have taken Kane off because it just takes, he is deadly from there. BBC, you went for BBC. I just got the Draggy pin to my, got to self-isolate for 5 days. Oh dear, man. Oh dear. Well, that's you. That's you. Feet up for 5 days. So disappointing. No, some bouts didn't quite get enough. We didn't have enough. We didn't have enough. I think you can't win nothing with kids, but you know what I mean. But then even the kids. I mean, Declan Rice has played over 140 Premier League games. And I think it gets to a point where you need the guys. I mean, look at Chiellini, Bonucci. These guys know how to win. They know how to win, if you know what I mean. They know it. So yeah, it is a tug of the shirt. It is look how he manhandled Alba in the penalties for Spain, Italy in the semis. Same thing. Yeah, so it is what it is. If I have one criticism, it was an innovate to change that. That's the only. Yeah, you're right. That's the only thing I think with Southgate. He's got. I mean, to be honest, you haven't got a hard job. You've got to pick the best players in the country. But it's that tactical awareness when it comes to making things change. I mean, I was listening to Gonzo's video the other day, today rather, and he made a really good point. When Rice started to get some joy doing the bombs down the from midfield, sort of doing what he does for West Ham week in, week out, Bellingham would have been brilliant to come on then. Do you know what I mean? But hey ho, what chocolate bars Russ got today? I was thinking of playing one last game of the Euro stickers, but we'll see. That was a forged X amount of time to be live, Russ. Yes, it was. I wasn't expecting 3.5 hours to be on, but anyway, it was devastating after last night. We got outplayed in the second half. We got, to be honest, James, I think we got outplayed most of the game, to be fair. Bar a 15-20 minute spell at the beginning of the first half. That was it, really, in my point. They just knew what to do. They knew what to do, and fair play to them. This is why we host a tour, because the hooligans, some of the... I know, it's just ridiculous. Jorginho, yes, red, and Saka, not red. I know, yeah. Proud to be in the final. Exactly, proud to be in the final. Football has come home in a spiritual sense, rather than as a physical sense. It's gone to Rome, but it's come, we've re-engaged ourselves with the England team. Do you know what I mean? And that's a great thing. That's a great thing. We've got a team that we're proud of now, and so yeah, a couple of tweaks, a bit more experience, and I think this team could eat. I mean, they're all still young. You got to think that you've got Qatar, you've got and then you've got the next one, and the next few tournaments we're going to be up there with the. I think Belgium's going to start slipping down now. Hazards and De Bruyne's and Vertonghen's, they're coming. Courtois, they're coming to the end. The French team will get stronger because they've got quite a young team. German team are going down. Spanish team will be strong, but the Italians will need a complete reshuffle when Chiellini and Bonucci come out, and I think we'll be all right for a few years to come. But how do you want to put it? The final point did not live up. No, it wasn't. It wasn't an exciting game. It was just we're very sad. I'm extremely proud of our boys though, and I think the future's bright. I agree, and I agree about the fans. It's been disgusting, some of them. Rice played the way he does for West Ham. Came on, he did absolutely nothing, did he? Absolutely nothing. 34 games undefeated for the Italians. We didn't respect them, and though you can see how they've won 34 games, can't you? Just because they know how to win. They know how to win games, and that's the nous I don't think we have yet. And I think that comes with experience. So we'll see. Mamma mia, here we go again. Opinion, has he subbed every game to do performance tactics, preferring, or was he knackered after a long, hard season, including an injury? Well, I think he sees Rice as one type of the two and Phillips as the other. And I think Rice, he sees Henderson as a direct replacement for Rice. I don't know. Best goal Euros, me? Yeah, it must be. Got to be Schlick. Got to be Schlick, innit? Has to be. In my opinion, would have made a difference. Foden, yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get more game time. Bellingham as well. What a tournament, indeed. So much so the sub got subs, exactly. Penalties, even if he won, not the way forward. Every 5 minutes, the teams be taken one off until a player is scored. Nice, I like that. You don't bring on 2 penalty takers with 3 minutes to go. Well, I think you do as well. I understand what he's trying to do. 3 minutes to go. Italians were shutting up shop. If we hadn't, and then he said, "Why don't you bring him on?" I thought the Italians were just going to play it on the back and just make Gareth not put those substitutions on would have been quite funny. I understand that players are cautious, ultimately wins. Yeah, however, I wish he was a manager 10 years ago when we didn't have the attacking talent. You're right. You think someone with like Venables or Harry, we'd go out and try and outscore the team rather than try and do a bit like West Ham, really. It's like the West Ham way, weren't it? It's like, I think we had about 38% possession, 40% possession all game, and we were 1 up at half time. Henderson was appalling. I thought that he took the space. They always do that. They take the space. Anyway, enough, Rod. Now let's move on. West Ham, indeed. The idiot show is costing a tournament next. I totally agree. Only 1 month to the new season. I know exactly. I completely condone all the online stuff. I really do. But I thought it was really bad when he came off, apart from getting books. Yeah, Mount and Passenger. I agree. Disgusted by the team got further than anyone. Exactly. It broke the curse. Broke the semi-final curse. Yeah, I don't think he touched. I think you're right, mate. Don't think he touched the ball. So, more importantly, for those of you may not have seen, that we put up a great interview on Friday with old Saturday, Mickey Hughes. Top man, old Mickey Hughes is. What a lovely man. So make sure you check that out. He was very kind enough to come over and spend some time at Shea Buddens, and we had a good old chin wag about football and life and all that type of stuff. But make sure you check that. It's a really good one. We're not going to have a video up today because I think there'll be a lot of people doing reactions to the game and opinions and yada 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 yada. But we're back tomorrow. X Hammers, My Hammers 11 tomorrow. We're recording that tonight, so that'll be up tomorrow. We should have 2 X Hammers, My Hammers 11 this week. One tomorrow, one probably at the weekend. We've got Nick Brimble hopefully coming this week as well. Kaz is going to come on as well, hopefully as well, and a couple more as well. So we should have a nice bunch this week, hopefully, by the looks of it. Dundee game thoughts. I really don't care. I really don't care with the friendlies. But good for people to get run out. Bowen, who knows, man? You can't be serious. Very good. Even if we didn't do well in the tournament, I'm convinced it would have brought us so many more memorable goals. Obviously, defense may be affected. No, I agree, man. Brilliant interview. So honest. I watched it as soon as he was done. Thank you very much, Ken. Appreciate it. Lovely guy, Mickey. It went on for about twice as long than that. I cut a load out because, it was just went on. Bless him. I love him. He's such a nice guy. I didn't like being nice, but that interview was brilliant, Russ. Thank you, Luke. I appreciate it. And hopefully we'll do a bit more of those face-to-face ones. Now things are starting to ease up. Hopefully the announcement comes at 5:00 today that that we're sort of freedom days next week, so to speak. There'll be a few more restrictions, no doubt, but we've got a few guys lined up probably towards beginning of the season, I think, realistically. But yeah, thank you. Russ for England coach. I'll take it for Gareth's pay. Was it in your bedroom? No, it wasn't. It was in the studio. It was in the gallery where we are now. It's sitting over there. You see, it's a big old summer room. So we just moved it all around. So, and what I liked about Michael Hughes, what I liked about him, he turned down a sausage sandwich from the mother-in-law. As he walked in, he went, "Oh, something smells nice." When I asked mother-in-law's cooking, "Do you want a sausage sandwich?" "Nah, I'm all right, thanks. I'm all right, mate." And then a little side note, he picked Kenny Brown, and then he went to Costa Coffee in Hornchurch with Kenny Brown. So and Kenny bought the Costas. So there we go. I love all things like that. It's nice, isn't it, when you still see those players still, interacting with each other, 25 years on. Crazy to think, 25, How does your professional opinion rate the MC? I put it on Twitter. I just didn't get it. I know you had to, I can understand because it's you're not the England MC, you're the Euro 2020 MC. But for me, it doesn't matter, he was still playing Sweet Carolina. Like there was just no music. I couldn't hear any music. You couldn't hear, after the first time, after full time, just before into the extra time, it was dead. The crowd are clearly nervous. Whack on a bit of Sweet Caroline, or whack on a bit of It's Coming Home, or whack on a bit of Vindaloo or something, just to get them going. Do you know what I mean? Even if it's like rocking all over the world or something, just to get the crowd pumping. And then, you only took a couple of tackles and a near shot, and then the crowd are back on your game. And we had a huge advantage there, huge home advantage, which we didn't really take advantage of from a crowd perspective, I think. But I'm sure there's reasons for that. But more of a back of a bus, Jazza. Lol, unbelievable. Where is it? Luke was being nice. Now he's being nasty. Phil Parks is buying to. Hopefully, we shall see. We shall see. Probably let Phil hasn't been very well, so and so we'll get that all sorted. I hope, hopefully soon. Nearly said studio, studio, as if. UEFA Block 3 9s being played last night. See, it's like, well, I've just done it. Father Snowman, hope you're well, my friend. Hope you are well. We're just having a bit of a debrief. Really, from the game. As I said, we're not going to put a video up tonight. We're going to let, I'm sure everyone, I'm sure Jake, I'm sure Irons United, I'm sure Hammers Chat will have their sort of, debrief things coming up. So I thought, I'd just let everyone just decompress a bit, and we'll start again tomorrow. So tomorrow we've got an X-Hammers, My Hammers 11. Nice one. Made over 90 appearances for the club. And then towards the end, probably Saturday or Sunday, we'll have another one. A guy who made, I think, about 140 appearances for the club. So, some nice. And then we've got a good one lined up for next Monday, which will be on Tuesday next week. From sort of the early 90s, early to mid 90s as well. So, yeah, it's sort of people are starting to sort of wake up a little bit now, which is nice. Afternoon, Mama Cots, crumpets for lunch on summer holidays now. Mental. How are you on summer holidays? Literally, Flo's got 2 weeks left. The poshness of a school in terms of how long summer holidays are. It makes no sense. You spend more time off than on. I don't know. Areola. Oh, who knows, man? I'd love to see that, man. I'd love to see. I think it's a great shout. It'll be perfect. On a season-long loan, and then with commitment to buy potentially at the end of the loan, and then Fabianski. It works perfectly for me, but we'll see. Can't wait for Matthew when and if it happens. Jonas is on the case. I messaged Johnny the other day and I said, look, just had Michael Hughes. I've got this guy coming up. Still, Rushy still ain't got back to me. So he's going to try. I'd love to interview Matthew Rush. I think it'd be fantastic. Rushy would have been a brilliant MC at the game last night if given free reign. Free reign and a mic and a drum. That's right. I'll get Mrs. Budden. Mrs. Budden would have had a good one. Russ, do you have a Spotify account you can plug for us? Yeah, I mean, I have like all the playlists of all the stuff we play. Yeah, it's DJ_Russie B. Follow it, and there's all the stuff I play at West Ham. If you want to look at that, debrief or brainstorm. It's not a brainstorm; it's a debrief. Surely we've already had it. Mental. Ariola is a bit of a tip. Very good. I like that. Only a mere 4 likes so far. There's 27 of us here. Yeah, if you want, give it a like if you want. If you don't, if you're a bit pissed off this week, fair enough. We had lots of people like the Michael Hughes one. I think we had about 1,800, 1,900 views, about 150 likes. That's good. And we had about 150 likes the bloody live stream yesterday, which was great. What we got there? School break up on Friday up here. Mental. We've got Flay breaks up next Wednesday. Ariel will be number 1. Fags, who knows? But it's good because Fabianski, he needs to push himself because he said he's not going to retire at the end of the next season. So he'll want to get as many games as well. There's going to be a lot more games, hopefully, as well. Obviously, when we win the Europa League and stuff as well. So Ariola, part of your Chocolate 11? No, not quite yet. But maybe the International Women's Day play. There was an International Women's Day playlist for when we played. It was a match during the International. It was International Women's Day, and so we did a playlist just of women's things. That's what we did. Oh, Jack. Heartbreak. But even more for Jack. He's not very well. Poor boy's got COVID. A few people I know at the moment got COVID at the moment. And and he bought him and his dad a ticket each for the Europe for the finals. And unfortunately, he couldn't go, so his dad went with his partner. But yeah. I know, man. I know. not great, but it was what it was. As you said, you got to, you managed to get your dinner ticket, which was a great thing to do. Because you have been on summer for a month. I know. You guys go on summer camp. You go on summer camp for ages. WWE meant to be over. I've been promised 2 tickets with backstage access if it still happens. James, I'm your man. Come on. 3, and then we'll get trips on. Man. Then we'll get trips on. We'll get trips. We'll get Kofi. They'll all be on. Did his review this morning before school. Fair play, Jakey boy. Oh, poor Jack getting caught in 4. Yeah, I know. Sending positive thoughts. Well, Jack, I'm always sending my positive thoughts to you. It sounds like you're on the mend a little bit, mate. So good on you, mate. So hopefully it's just keep taking those paracetamols every 4 hours. That's the only thing to do, innit? One of my friends has also got it. She had it yesterday, so she texted us to say she's got it, and I felt sorry for her. I know I've had a horrible cold. It's not COVID. It's tote because I feel a million times better today, but it's must be something to do with hay fever at the moment. It's horrible, isn't it? Chin up, Jack. Refocus on West Ham. The journey is only but exactly refocus. Euros is gone. It's all about the Betway Cup. Come on. Victory. Let's get some silverware. Pete is in September. And also, James, it's my birthday in September. Come on. My birthday in September. I'm 40. I'm 40 in September. And as I said, moisturize. More importantly, let me just say here. So we've, in terms of the predictions league, let's talk about the predictions league. I'm not even bothered about sticker league at the moment because I think, basically, let's have a look. I'll tell you who won the predictions league over. We had the England games and both semi-finals. The winner was Skipper. Skipper won with 9 points in total. Then Mushroom Man and Pete had a storming towards the end because he got nothing right until the Germany game. 6 points for Pete. Simon, 5 points. Then me, Peach, and Luke, and James Fever. We all had 4 points. Rob had 3 points. Lee, Harley, Scott, Jazzo had 2 points. Then Loseville had 1 point. And then Loseville had 0 points. There we go. We'll get well soon, Jack. We're all sending our love, mate. All sending our love as always. It was far too rainy for last night's celebrations anyway. And what was going on with it? Do you know what? I couldn't sleep. Fireworks. Honestly, like, what's going on? There were some Italian fireworks, red, white, and green, fair enough. But like 2 o'clock in the morning, fireworks. What is going down? And another 16 years on top, indeed. Well, what's 18 months? We've waited 55 years. We might as well wait another 18 months. Get the big one, innit? Let's get the big one. Well done. And also, Skipper won the sticker game. He won the double. Skipper got 36 points. Pete on pole, 27. Luke Legend, 25 points. So how many rounds of that pit? I've still got literally 100 I've still got about 150 stickers still to get. We played 185 games of that sticker. We're going to bring it back. We're going to bring it back next year this season when the Match Attacks or whatever comes out. We're bringing it back because people enjoyed it. We're not going to do it every day, but we're going to do it a couple of times a week. Maybe on like a Friday or something like that. Friday fun day, we'll do that. Well done, Skip. So Skip gets a double. So Skip will be getting a nice prize. I haven't decided what it's going to be yet. Maybe some merch. Probably some merch. I'll be honest because it's easier. Skip as well. I don't know. Sometimes you have to just go with greatness, isn't it? When I'm just realized I've got a dirty t-shirt on. Oh my God, how bad? How out of order am I? I'm so sorry. Also, while I have you here, Thursday night, we have got another game show nights. 9 o'clock UK time. We're doing catchphrase. It's myself. Obviously, I'll be hosting naturally. But we've got Ryan from West Ham Fan TV, Dan from West Ham Fan TV, and Gio as well, hopefully from Hammer's Chat. So there'll be some nice guys. So we'll have a giggle. Yeah. catchphrase. So say what you see, say what you see, and it's all catchphrase and a few anagrams as well, because otherwise it gets a bit boring. So a few anagrams because they're quite funny. So make sure you check that one out. That's going to be on Thursday, so you can put a date in your diary. There's been fireworks going off after every England game. Wow. You live near me, Helen, so you should know. I won the Euro sweepstake twice in a row. Safe to say, I should be given England in 2024, or about the World Cup one. Moyes has a lot to prove. Need to get a better style. Southgate copied us. It's one of those things where, for me, I think with Southgate, I think that was always the plan, though. Defence first. You make ourselves really hard to break down, which is great, but you need to have that plan B. And what I like about Moisey is he is quite pragmatic. I remember the Burnley game last season towards the end, where basically we had no defenders, so we had to play all out attack, basically. And we looked a completely different team, a team which Burnley can sort of keep up with. So, sticker Saturday. We'll see. We've got some fun and games coming up in a few weeks' time. As we've got the quiz night coming up. I'm looking forward to that. The game shows. We'll keep doing them. Obviously, we've got a catchphrase and any other ideas. We've got lots of nice Miami's 11s coming up. Sorry, I went off for Beans Days. What happened? Skip, I was just announcing you the winner of not only the sticker game, but the predictor table as well. We didn't actually specify what year it was coming. Exactly. We didn't specify. That's what I like, Simon. We did not specify what year it's coming home. As I said, 18 months. We've been waiting 55 years. What's another 18 months between friends? And now we get to sit. And now, because all of that's finished now, the Euros is finished, silly season starts again now, doesn't it? So we get silly season. So we get to see, all the random players we get linked with now. And it's already starting, isn't it? Apparently, we're one of the favourites now to get Tammy Abrahams. You've got Areola. You've got Paul Onochu. That one. We've got some 26-year-old left back from Borussia Mönchengladbach. I can start updating the I've deleted it. I need to update it. I had all my list, didn't I, of everyone. It's literally, I couldn't see me on the screen. Remember, if he'd done this 4 years ago, Stars was so much better. No, I totally agree. Jackie likes the old Soviet City. I do as well. I like waking up. I don't know if everyone does the same. The first thing I do in the morning, every morning, BBC website gossip. Without fail, I wake up. First thing I do. When the Apple comes, when the Apple, when Apple tells you a suggested website, so click. Yep, see who we're not gonna buy this year. It's gonna be brilliant. I do like it, and because we're in the market for a striker. And I think Areola. I'm really excited about Areola potentially. I think that's 28 as well. Good age for a goalkeeper. Unlike all the other positions. Forwards, 28, you're thinking that's a little bit out of our range, but goalkeepers are different. Fabianski's 36, 37, so he could have easily, if we signed Areola at 20, 28, he could easily 5-6 years be our thing. But anyway, has anyone seen the football wrapped up saying home? Have anyone seen the football wrapped up saying home on social media? I haven't. I'd like to thank my wife, the dog, who helped me become the sticker. Not just the sticker champ, but the predictor league champ. You got the dubs. Double dubs for you, man, today. So well done. So we'll get a prize out to your skipper. We'll get a prize out to you soon. West Ham, cheeky bid, wind up Spurs. Cheeky bid. I wouldn't want it with West Ham. I'll be honest, I wouldn't. Can't wait until we link with Carlos Bacca, Ida Johnson, and Sean Wright-Phillips. Don't believe anything you see until those three come up, and then we'll have some fun. Carlos Bacca, Ida Johnson. I think he's still having the medical. I think he's still having a medical with us, and Sean Wright-Phillips as well. When do we predict our first major signing? Interesting. Maybe we do it later on this week. I think, let's try and do that. Or mate, what would you suggest? Going for position or actual person we're going to sign? because that's going to be tricky. I think position. I think position. Who would I? So obviously we signed a couple of players already. Technically, Craig Dawson we've signed. We signed him on the 2nd of July, and we've signed the three youngsters now, haven't we? So we've signed 4 players technically already. So our first major signing, I give you, and also, you know, you imagine that signing is going to happen when the shirts comes out. That sort of. Do you remember we did that with Haller? Do you remember with Sebastian Haller where the 3rd shirt, and it was like announced about the 3rd shirt, and it was only at the end they went, oh, and here's our record signing, Sebastian Haller, at the end of the video. They sort of did a little switcheroo. Fair play to them. Leeds fans verdict, right, and Henderson the shocker. No, I totally agree, man. I think it's right, and I think those two together could easily do what for England, what Souček and Rice have done for West Ham. Do you know what I mean? Nice partnership between the two. Considering before you look at like Lampard and Gerrard, and they could never play together. These boys, they're similar players, and they can play together. I would only like to see a bit more swap in terms of roles. You know, Phillips is playing quite more forward than Rice, and I would want Rice doing that as well because he can do that job very well. He's a very strong runner with the ball. Well done, Skipper. Happy to be on the podium. Well done, Pete. We'll be bringing it back when whether it's match attacks or Panini Premier League or whatever. I've still got these cards, Jackie boy. Still got the old prisms. I like these. I tell you, these cards are fantastic. So well made compared to those crappy ones from Panini. Really, really good. Really, really good. Run it like a Deadpool, indeed. Yeah, just run it like a Deadpool. I like that. That's a good idea. No, I think we'll do that. We'll do a prediction next. Probably bin day Wednesday. No, let's do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. So on tomorrow we'll take a prediction. First signing. Who's our first signing going to be? We'll go. Okay, what we'll do. That's what we'll do. That's a good idea. Russ. Oh, would it be date of transfer? Or like weight of the baby when you say, we can right, what we'll do, we'll do like a 3-point, we go, right, okay, name, position, date. And you get like a point for each. So you might get the date right, so everyone can still win. So hopefully one person will get all 3. Otherwise I have no idea what's going to happen. But we'll do it tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. Nice idea. What's everyone got for lunch? Kent's got beans on toast. We know that Simon's got a nice cheese sandwich, cheese roll. West Ham are closest to signing. I'm not going to even bother pronouncing that because I can't pronounce it. There's loads. I mean, literally, I did that list, didn't I? And I can barely see myself, and that's not a exhaustive list either. I think it's going to be a case of getting the. What's this one? Let's have a look. I love just looking at. So many different opinions. It's like and I think Gonzo made this point as well. When did Noel Whelan and Dean Windass start advising people to sign? Noel Whelan yesterday said, "Oh, Danny Ings should be signing for West Ham." When was the last time Noel Whelan played? Is he on? Is he on speed dial with these players? I don't know. Just woke up. What should I have for breakfast? I know. Do you know what it feels like? I tell you, what it feels like. It feels like New Year's Day. Do you know what I mean? When you wake up, and like from New Year's Day, because you go to bed like 1, 2, unless you're Jack. Jack never goes to sleep at the moment, and you sort of wake up and your head's like, what's the time? That's how I feel at the moment. That's exactly how I feel. Like it's New Year's Day. You didn't go to bed too late, to be honest, but it's a Sunday. It's a school night technically. But yeah, exactly. It just feels like sort of that time, and then going to bed tonight. It's horrible, isn't it? Horrible. It's not about the winning; it's about the taking part. Indeed. And as a West Ham fan, we appreciate that more than ever. Onion and chive, cottage cheese and Ryvita. James, you could do better than that, surely. Oh dear. Well, I imagine Orange United will be up today. They'll probably do a West Ham Weekly tonight, I think. They haven't put anything up just yet, but keep an eye out for them as always. I always plug them. They don't plug me, but I always plug them. It's not the watching. It's not the taking part. That's taking part of the match, it's not the winning. So I'm always more than happy. Ings to West Ham would be, it would be, but if it would be a good signing. He doesn't really, in terms of our profile, he's obviously very injury prone, isn't it? I'd rather spend the money on Jesse Lingard than Danny Ings for that money, because Danny Ings, you're not going to get 30, 35 games out of him in a season. Jesse would do. He's got less miles on the clock, the way I see it. They're the same age, I think. They're both 28. But he's played less games, but he hasn't got so many injuries compared to Ings. Ings has got a lot of injuries, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it, though. I'm looking forward to City season proper kicking in now. It's been sort of like bubbling. Do you know what I mean? It's been like when you got a simmering. The water's been simmering because people have been on the Euros and on Euro duty and da-da-da. Now it's finished. They can fill it up full whack, and we can really get the pot bubbling. Really get the pot bubbling. Scotland were the strongest team at all because they lifted everyone else up. It's very kind of them. Very kind of them. You still think he's injured? I still think Danny Ings is injury prone. Yeah, I do, man. I still do. Rob's got a sausage and egg in a roll. Fair play. A white roll. Seeded roll. A crusty roll. What are we having? Ings doesn't have the pace we'd want. I think he used to. But the guy we really wanted for pace was Daka, and he's obviously gone to Leicester. He's the guy. Although Paul from Ghent on a Kakuru, he's like 6'7" and he's like a sprinter. He's like Mikel Antonio on steroids. So we'll see. Have you seen what Grealish just liked on Twitter? No, I haven't. Is it how much they love Rusty B? Is that probably knowing him? Rich has gone for chicken tikka and mate. Nice. Whole milk. Nice. I approve of this message. Anyway, so until the player is picturing up, that you're totally right, man. You're totally right. Until it's the scarf, or until he's been put on until the vignette comes out, because you don't get that anymore now. The scarf until the club announce the signing video, and you see it. And the interview, obligatory interview that Rob does, you don't see nothing else. I totally agree. Being in town, had a bacon baguette. I think if you can't get a bacon crusty roll, bacon baguette is the next best thing. I can't abide bacon rolls, bacon sandwiches with soft bread. If it is a sandwich, it has to be a crusty, like have a proper crust on it, not like Warburton's. I can't stand that. Can't stand it. Morrison's white roll with ketchup. Fair play to your son. As I said, we're back tomorrow. We'll do some homework. If anyone has any ideas about what you want to do for an 11, Hammers 11 on Wednesday for Ben Day Wednesday, let me know. We've done last cut. We did a Disney one, which was really good. We did a music one, which is really cool as well. Let me know, guys, because obviously if you cut the idea, then you've got extra time to sort of come up with some really good ideas. Maybe a bakery 11. Who knows? So in terms of Jack, he liked a tweet from Van der Vaart. The England team, they spend the whole game with their arse in their own box while having so much quality in the squad. It's sad. But it's true, though. It's true. And Jack will be pissed off because he's come on as the foul merchant. You're going to come and get fouled, and and that's sort of how it's been used. Grealish, in the same way that, obviously Jack was very fortunate enough to interview Gaza recently. We should have built the team around him, wouldn't we? He's a maverick player. He's a type of player you'd want someone like Harry Redknapp to manage in the same way he managed Joe Cole. I hate the man when he puts an Aston Villa shirt, but when he's an England shirt, he's brilliant, and I just think he's got so much ability. Him and Bellingham and Sancho and Foden and Mount. The trouble is, you've almost got too much at the same time. Do you know what I mean? You've got to balance. You do have to balance the defense and the attack. But I think we could have. I agree. Someone said on here, it's not necessarily about how he qualified, but how he got through. But thinking about some of the memorable goals and how we could have turned. We turned over Ukraine. They weren't a particularly good team. I think they were very tired. We should have beaten Denmark more than it's Scotland. We could have wiped off. If Grealish defended, then he would have been the first name on the t-shirt. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. But then there's certain players. If if you've got if you've got like two CDMs behind him, he doesn't need to defend as much. Do you know what I mean? He can just chase down the front sort of defense in the centre backs of the opposition. So look, it's what it is, man. Look, as I said, I'll be back tomorrow 12:30. Don't forget, go and check out Iron United. They'll be on tonight sometime when they bother to do it. Have announced you signed T Lady poached from Spurs. Great. Poached from Spurs. I like to see that, the Tea Lady. Yes, why not? Why not? Get Betty back. Oh, I loved Betty, the Tea Lady. She was lovely. Totally let down our manager, and that's wrong. Yeah, you're right, Mike. You're right, Mick. You're right, mate. As I said, if anyone wants to watch, don't forget to watch the Michael Hughes interview put up Saturday. We've got another X-Hammer coming up tomorrow. Nothing tonight because I think everyone's going to be doing their review shows and things. So let's let them get out of the way. And then we restart tomorrow. Thursday, we've got Catchphrase. Make sure you check that out. We've got two X-Hammer, My Hammers 11s this week. We've also got Nick Brimbles is coming up this week as well. The actor. Kaz is coming on, hopefully, as well. Kaz Pennants. That'd be interesting as well. So there's going to be some cool ones coming up. And so keep an eye. Make sure you hit the bell icon. Do all that good stuff. And until next time, take care, everyone. Crisps, chocolate, sweets. Guess them. Back tomorrow. Back stronger. And for myself, take care and stay safe. Wash those hands. Get those jabs. Come on, you irons. And I'll see you again tomorrow, 12:30. Thanks very much. Much love.